Ahead of this afternoon's game, the Reds would like to respectfully acknowledge that Ahead of this afternoon's game, the Reds would like to respectfully acknowledge that UNB is situated on unsurrendered and unceded traditional Wolastoqey territory. The river that flows by our university is called the Wolastoq. The land of the Wabanaki people has been home to the Mi'kmaq, Passamaquoddy, and the Penobscot people for thousands of years. They are known as the people of the dawn, and they are the first to greet Nakam, or grandfather, son each day. Now please welcome to center field the president of UNB, Dr. Paul Mazeral, accompanied by Reds Club Board of Directors member Brian Freeman. The university first took to the field in September of 1949 as it is attested by the banners hanging from the clubhouse. UNB football enjoys history of memorable teams and outstanding players. And in 1980, UNB canceled their football program, and many thought football would become a forgotten chapter of the UNB history. How wrong they were. In 2009, UNB's alum rallied their support, and in September of that year, the UNB Red Bombers returned to campus and took to the field once again as part of the newly formed Atlantic Football League. The Atlantic Football League is unique to UNB, to university football across Canada. UNB embraced the club program with increasing support from both university administration and UNB athletics, honoring those who went before us with Red Bombers emblazoned across the chest of our jerseys. We are proud to now carry the name UNB Reds Football. As part of their recognition of the football ongoing contribution to UNB sport, as well as the campus life and student experience, UNB Athletics established the UNB Reds Football All-Star Wall at the Richard Curry Center. The wall honors our offensive All-Stars and the defensive All-Stars of the football Reds each year. Today, we add two more names to the UNB Reds Football All-Star Wall. Inducted on October 12, 2024, the 2023 Offensive All-Star quarterback, Jonah Rollins. Inducted on October 12th, 2024, the 2023 Defensive All-Star linebacker, Ethan Ray. Congratulations to you both. At this time, we would normally introduce the Reds starting lineup. However, this being the last home game of the regular season, we have the honor of recognizing those players who will be graduating this season and their dedication to the program. As their name is called, we would ask each player to step forward to the middle of their 40-yard line where they will receive the ceremonial kickoff together. Daniel Lebec. Thomas Hoyt. Matt LaFleur. Braden McNamee. Alec Ferris. Tom Bro. Mitchell Shaw. Sean Preston. And Spencer Dean. Always Reds, always Bombers. Our very best to you in your future endeavors. Your former teammates welcome you as alum. We would now invite Dr. Mesral to perform the ceremonial kickoff for the 2024 UNB Reds Football All-Star Recognition Game. Thank you, Paul. Mr. Referee, the field is yours, sir. Let's play some football.
Good afternoon, UNB alumni, Red Bombers alumni, Holland College fans, and football fans everywhere. The news over the last couple of weeks has been filled with the tragic and terrible results of the two hurricanes that have ravaged the southeast of the United States. Conversely, today there is a storm that has arrived here in Fredericton that is most welcome in the guise of the Holland College Hurricanes from Charlottetown, PEI. The football contest between these two teams has always produced close-fought games, but today there is much on the line for the playoffs that are due later this month. Holland College holds an advantage over UNB with a 20-11 victory that opened the 2024 season in Charlottetown. Given the current standings on the Atlantic Football League, these two teams are destined to meet in the semifinals, scheduled for October 26th. At issue is which team wins the right to host that game. Given the 9-point lead that Holland College enjoys, the Reds must win today's game by a minimum of 10 points to host that semifinal. Justin Wise, what are the most important elements we need to focus on today?
Good afternoon, Ian. It's a pleasure to be here today. Holland College. I was looking at Holland College make a tackle. UNB needs to focus on ball control. It's wet. It's sloppy here today. They need to put points on the board. Winning is one thing, but this game, they will be playing Holland College, as you said, Ian. They will be playing Holland College in the first round of the playoffs regardless. They want home field advantage. A win is not enough. A win with a 10-point victory is what UNB needs today.
Absolutely. So just to review the standings, and I think given the weather, they've decided not to do a kickoff, and UNB is going to scrimmage first and 10 from their own 25. Quick flare pass out to the left-hand side. Looks like he's just shy of a first down. That was Nick Parker. Well, I've been corrected by Gary. It was Justin Remillard on the catch.
Ian, before we get further into this game, we would be remiss to not mention that the Reds would like to respectfully acknowledge that UNB is situated on the unsurrendered and unceded traditional Wolastoqey territory. The river that flows by the university is called the Wolastoq. The land of the Wabanaki people has been home to the Mi'kmaq, the Passamaquoddy, and the Penobscot peoples for thousands of years. They are known as the people of the dawn, as they are the first to greet the Nimskam, or grandfather sun, each day. And we thank you and recognize the importance of that fact.
Thanks very much, Justin. That's important. While Justin was doing our invocation, Justin Remillard was successful with a first down for UNB. So it's first down and 10 from the 40. Dive play to the right-hand side, snuffed out quickly by two Hurricanes. And thankfully, it's 33 and 34 that makes it easier. Tyler Newson and Colin Walsh. Very small gain, so that means it's second down and basically 9 yards to go with 13:44. Not sure that you can see, based on our camera work here by our friends at Aurora, but the wind is significant going left to right on your screen. So for the first quarter, UNB has the wind behind them. Trips out right. Flushed out of the pocket. Ooh, significant hit as Jonah Rollins was trying to get out. And
third down for the Reds, and the punt team through the field.
And you get to see on the replay as Justin tries to break. The linebacker comes in, makes sure that he lets him know that that's not going to happen. Again, that's number 33, Tyler Newson for the Hurricanes. Looks like UNB is going to be punting. And let's see how the wind affects this particular kick versus what typically happens at BMO Field.
Great kick. Right out of bounds. Fantastic field position for UNB.
Really nice kick. That means that Hurricanes are going to scrimmage from their own 34-yard line. So this is the first time they're going to set up shop with their offense.
What a great punt. Remillard, the punter there, kicking it deep and rolling it straight out of bounds, taking away any opportunity for a return for the Hurricanes. They know how dangerous the Hurricanes can be on the return. They saw it in the opening game of the season, so they do not want to give that opportunity there.
So given the Hurricanes are against a significant breeze, one would guess they're going to start with a running play.
Reds all over it.
For once, rarely I make a correct prediction, and number 23, Pierce Saunders, was the ball carrier, and it looks like there's a significant loss on the play, so it will be 2nd and 13.
From there, 31-yard line.
So one factor, it rained all morning, so the field is a little wet, but it seems to have stopped now. But as Ian's mentioned a couple of times, the wind is strong, high gusts, and unpredictable. I can see both teams spending a lot of time on the ground today.
Quick flare pass to the outside. That referee is back judge is telling us that's incomplete. That'll be 3rd down and 13 or 14.
Of course, as I say that, they immediately go to the air, but with a short pass. And we see the Holland College punt squad coming onto the field. So now we'll see the wind is generally blowing in Holland College's face right now. So this may end up being a bit of a shorter punt than we saw UNB's with the wind behind them, but we'll see.
And as we've been told, the wind speed is around 31 clicks, so it's significant. Low punt.
Good choice
by Holland College. Good opportunity for no yards, but UNB's taken its time to get possession. Good return just over center field.
Kick returned by number 80.
The Hurricanes did a great job at backing off that ball to avoid that no yards penalty.
So just by 2 yards, the Reds are going to set up shop for the beginning of this drive. Let's see if they take advantage of that wind behind them and put the ball in the air.
So despite the Reds having a defensive series there, here they've gained territory, not in absolute terms, but they're in a better position here than when they punted the ball to the Hurricanes in the first place.
Absolutely. Dive play up to the right-hand side. Significant. Lafleur off for the first down, brought down just over the 40-yard line. First down, Reds.
For your UNB Reds.
And we see Matt Lafleur continuing to dominate in everything he does. He breaks one tackle, thinks about breaking a second, but ends up getting tripped up after a significant gain.
Coach Sturgeon is depending on that big red line to open up gaps for his running backs. Single tailback. A dive again to the left-hand side. Nice gap over the 35-yard line, probably 34-yard line for Lafleur. It'll be 2nd down.
Mathis Blaze is the one who pulled down Matt Lafleur with a great tackling technique. He knows that Matt's a big, strong guy. He gets him by the feet. No matter how strong you are, you're not going to run with no feet.
So I wonder if this is Coach Sturgeon behaving as he usually does, or thinking that the Hurricanes are going to think with the wind they're going to put it in the air, and he's fooling them by keeping it on the ground. Got motion off to the right-hand side. Rollins looking to the left.
Oh.
Right through the hands of number 80, Justin Remillard. It's going to be 3rd down.
Yeah, really too bad. Justin Remillard was wide open on that one, and the ball just a little outside of where he was standing.
Let's look at the throw. That wasn't necessarily off, but then again, who knows with that wind behind him, whether that was just enough to make it a tough catch.
Yeah, it was a catchable ball, but I think
Reds taking a gamble, and they're going to scrimmage at 3rd down. Motion to the right-hand side. Rollins looking downfield. Incomplete, but there's a flag on the play.
Pass broken up by Mathis
and
Johnson.
The early indication is that it's offside Holland College.
And
that's
exactly
going to be
what it's
close to being a first down, and it's a 5-yard penalty. But we'll get to see whether this is going to a first down or it's going to be third down and short.
So Coach Sturgeon, assuming it's going to be third down and very short, he's sending a couple of his big guys. This will be a run up the middle, guaranteed.
It's not enough to give UNB a first down, but it's that close that I think we can safely predict that this is going to be a run play to see if they're able to get the first down and continue the drive.
So this is Canadian football. The defensive side has to give 1 yard. The distance to first is less than a yard. First down should be fairly straightforward here.
Lafleur looks like he has the first down. And Justin, thanks for the tutorial for all of our fans in the United States that may not understand the difference between Canadian football and the American four-down football. But that's first down, UNB Reds. And they continue the drive well into Holland College territory.
The only thing that surprised me a little bit there, Ian, was that it wasn't a direct snap to a running back or there wasn't a QB sneak. Because it was less than a yard, he would have simply had to dive forward a little bit. But it was a dive play, handoff to the running back with a full head of steam. I mean, Matt LaFleur is going to get that 9 times out of 10. But
I think we got a timeout here. So I don't know. No, it's we don't have this necessarily on camera, but as we start to scan the various benches, here we have a good portion of the Holland College coaching staff with certainly bad weather gear, and Coach Sturgeon's trying to show them how tough the UNB Reds are by wearing shorts on such a day. So quite a statement for his team in front of Holland College to say, we're not worried about the conditions, we're here to play football.
I've never seen Coach Sturgeon wear anything but this. The only exception being that when it's a little warmer, he's only wearing a T-shirt. This is Coach Sturgeon's standard game day attire.
You can tell we didn't have a lot of filler when we're talking about the sartorial splendor of the respective head coaches. But here we are in the first quarter, 9:35 remaining in the first quarter, no score, but with the Reds driving, and it's going to be first down and 10 on, I think it's the Charlottetown 26-yard line. 27-yard line. Single tailback. Rollins looking to the right. Deep pass. Oh! Just incomplete.
Pass intended.
Fantastic coverage by Mathis Blaze.
He was right on there. I don't know if we've got that on replay, but it was a nice pass by Rollins. But as you say, Justin, Mathis Blaze was exactly where he needed to be.
Nick Parker, the target. And it was coming right into that basket, and Mathis Blaze
that's as good a play as a defensive back can make in that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Second down and 10. Rollins looking down the middle of the field. Flare pass out to the left-hand side. That's incomplete. Intended receiver was Nick Park. Nick Parker, it's going to be third down. Looks like special teams are coming out.
So that was Blaze again. And they were off to the left this time, so I'm maybe Blaze is shadowing Nick Parker. I'm not sure, or maybe they're on a man coverage situation.
Well, it was to the left, but it was a crossing pattern with the receiver coming from the right.
So they're in man coverage that night. Okay.
And I was thinking about this since our last game. I don't remember UNB doing a crossing pattern like that against Dalhousie. So it's interesting that they come back to that, because I think they'd be very successful on doing crossing patterns versus just trying to go deep. UNB setting up on the Holland College 34-yard line for the field goal.
Oh, snap was bobbled a little bit.
And it looks like it's wide left. And that would be a single point for the Reds. That means they take a slender lead with 8:52 in the first quarter of UNB Reds. 1 point. Holland College, no score.
And the single point, the result of the ball going through the back of the end zone. So it missed the uprights. And you see the Holland College player trying to grab it and bring it out. Had he been successful in bringing it out of the end zone, it would not have been a point. But it made it through the back, and that is a single point.
So, Justin, very good of you not to lean on our American friends again. That's a difference in Canadian football versus the American game.
Yep. Well, you gotta look. Canadian football has some weird football has some weird rules. Canadian football has some weird rules.
Different
rules. Fun rules.
First down for Holland College on their own 35.
Oh, weird handoff there.
It's a little delayed handoff for number 23, Pierce Saunders. Good tackle by UNB. Stops him after about a 3-yard gain. That would be second down and 7.
A 3-yard gain for Holland. Bring up second down and 7.
Thank goodness I got that right. Gary Hall, our on-field announcer, is confirming that I'm not blind and dumb.
But I am. That's why I listen to you.
Second down for Holland College. Early motion to the right. Quick flare pass, incomplete. Intended receiver was Kyler Purcell. Not able to find the handle. That'll be third down for Holland College. And looking at punting into, again, a significant wind. Again, the wind is around 31 kilometers on BMO Field. And on the screen that you're watching, it's from left to right on your screen.
Kyler Purcell frustrated with the fact that he didn't catch that ball. It hit him right in the numbers. But, look, the wind is a factor. Things are still slippery. Nobody's going to be successful in the passing game, at least at this point. Overly successful, I should say.
Good snap. Oh,
blocked.
Partially blocked punt. UNB takes it quickly.
Yeah.
Let's see a flag. I'm sure this should be a no yards.
No, it won't be because it was tipped.
Ah, okay.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe it. Let's see how they play
I think
this.
there's a difference from once it's blocked or when it crosses the line of scrimmage. But I think you're right. There's no flag on the play, so it's going to be first down in Hurricane territory, just over the 50-yard line.
Yeah, because I think in situations where it's tipped, because the Reds touch it, it was really critical. It was Mark Boudreau that landed on that. It was very critical for Mark to get on that ball quickly, because I think, I may be mistaken, Holland College might have been able to recover that ball.
Lots of motion, giving the ball to Lafleur off the left-hand side of the center, and gain of about 3 yards. That looks like about 2nd and 7.
3 yards, bring up a 2nd and 7.
Every time I see the score, I think we're watching a hockey game here, 1-0.
Well, you tell me how good the goalie is after the first period. Second down for the Reds. See if they're able to make a first down and continue this drive. Rollins looking to the left-hand side. Ball's deep.
Open.
And over the head of number 8 for the Reds. That's Jace Taylor. That's unfortunate because Jace certainly beat his coverage there, but I'm not sure that Jonah's taking into account the extra impetus that this wind is giving the ball when he puts it up in the air.
Yeah, that was the wind pushed that one a little bit, I'd guess, which is really too bad. Jace was wide open.
Let's see what the wind is going to provide for the punt on this play. End over end punt. Not fielded cleanly by the Hurricanes. Oh, fumble!
Out, and that's a Reds touchdown! That is a Reds touchdown!
UNB Reds!
Wow.
Well,
great job, and that is, let's see, it looks like that's
let's watch the replay.
Donnie Sharp coming up with the ball.
Number 88, Matt Lafleur, Mr. Everything for the Reds, was the one who caused that fumble and set up that touchdown for the Reds. So they're going to set up for the extra point.
Can we come back to that after the PAT? Yeah, thanks.
Justin Remillard setting up for the extra point. And it looks good. So now we have a score of 8 for the UNB Reds, no score for Holland College.
All right, and I want to come back to this play. So you saw at the very beginning, it started because the ball went a little over his head, and he was not able to field it cleanly. That's probably attributable to the wind. And then and then he's in the end zone, and he knows that if he gets tackled in the end zone, that's a safety. So he's probably panicking a little bit. Yeah, see, over his head a little bit, and he's thinking, I got to get out of the end zone. He doesn't have a great grip on the ball. Matt Lafleur comes in. It didn't take a whole lot to knock it out. And things are a little wet and slippery and cold. It falls out, and the Reds, heads-up play, jump on the ball, touchdown.
Well, if you saw on the replay, he was between a rock and a hard place, and that Lafleur was cutting off his left-hand side, and when he cut into his right-hand side, there was another 3 or 4 Reds that were going to take him down. So it was, I'm sure the coaching staff would have said, you might want to give up 2 points instead of 6 points on that particular play. But good on that player for trying his best for his side. But that's a significant lead, and exactly what Coach Sturgeon was looking for, to get as many points as he could in the first quarter while he's got the win behind them.
Absolutely. And I just want to say it would be very easy to say, like, yeah, but no, there was a bit of luck involved there, right? I mean, the weather's there. But that was a smart football play by the Reds. The coverage team was all over the returner, giving him nowhere to run, causing the panic. It was a strong special teams play by the Reds.
Good over-end kick by the Reds, taken down just over their own 35-yard line by the Hurricanes as they begin their drive in between the I always listen to our on-field announcer, Gary Hall, so that would be just short of the 38-yard line. First down for the Hurricanes with 6:30 remaining in the first quarter. Motion to the right-hand side. Blitz right up the middle.
Nice pass.
Good pass by the Hurricanes to number 1, Wolfgang Sim.
Nice quick pickup for a few yards, and Sim runs out of bounds after that.
I have to admit that I was a poor student looking at the roster of this, but I'm quite impressed that I was able to pull out the correct, I believe, pronunciation of Wolfgangus's name.
Well, we'll have a few more challenges as the game goes on, Ian, so let's not get too confident at this point.
Well, you can't teach what I have. Looking downfield, quick flare pass, flag on the play. Again, Wolfgangus was the intended receiver. We've got the back judge coming up to the head referee.
Yeah, and the flag down in the area of the catch, so...
But it came before the ball was touched the receiver's hands.
Yeah, it could be, this could be offensive pass interference. He could have pushed off a little bit.
Now we're seeing, I think it's rough play against Holland College. That's right. So it's second down repeated.
That'll be back 5 and...
I'm thinking a minimum of 10.
Oh, right.
It's 15.
Yeah. 15-yard penalty, replay a second down.
Holland College coaches won't be very happy with that. Aaron McIsaac is the head coach of Holland College. And Ray Perkin is the offensive coordinator. It's second down and long. Looks like about 16 yards before they have a chance to get a first down. Ball off the right-hand side, off the hands of number 19, Aaron McCardle. It's going to be third down and long for Holland College. We can see special teams come out with 5:30 left in the first quarter.
The Reds really putting a lot of pressure on Holland College early in this game. I think a little bit of that, some of this is absolutely attributable to the weather. I mean, they've got the wind behind them for sure. But the Reds are playing just solid, no-mistake football so far early in the game. Now, we are still in a season deficit here. Don't forget the Reds need 10 points to take the season advantage over the Hurricanes.
Good punt. Taken cleanly.
No yards.
By the Reds, not able to get away. I would agree with you, but I don't see a flag on the play. Oh, do we have it?
Yeah. That was so Remillard was the returner on that, and it was Gavin Giddings, who I think was just a little too close to Remillard when he caught the ball.
You're being really nice to Gavin.
Well, he wasn't that close.
Close enough.
He was close. I think the refs are saying he was close enough.
5:10 left in the first quarter.
Conferring. And I think they're going to move this ball 5 yards.
Oh, it's a rough play call against.
That's what it was.
The Reds.
No, against the Hurricanes. But I don't know where that was though.
Oh, I think our head.
We have a penalty against the UNB.
Oh, I see. It's
rough play on the. I don't understand this.
No, that was against Holland.
It was against Holland College. So it must be a roughing penalty against Holland College against UNB before UNB took possession. No, but then the ball should be forward. I don't know what's going on.
I would have thought that a rough play would have been point of the foul 15 yards forward, but regardless of our lack of interpretation, it's first down and 10 for Holland College, just over their own 30-yard line with 5:04 in the first quarter. Quick flare pass off the right-hand side. Number 45 for the Reds, Blake Langeal with the tackle.
Despite the confusion up here in the booth, I do not see ranting and raving from the Sturgeon coaching staff. So they understood what was going on. We don't. That's okay.
On the 32-yard line, Holland College.
There's a difference between understanding and acquiescence, which is typical verbal tutelage for a football game. But regardless, we've got 2nd and 9 with 4:27 left in the first quarter.
So the Reds defense will just have to stop them again.
Quick flare pass. Oh, good try on that play, but number 3, Kyler Purcell, was not quite able to find the handle. That's going to be 3rd down. And again, with the wind against him, I'm pretty sure that Holland College is going to try another punt.
Mark Boudreau with the coverage on that. Great pass defense there. Yeah.
He was all over him without a penalty. Excellent coverage.
Yeah, fantastic. And now we'll do this punt again that we, for some reason, nullified 3 plays ago. Let's see if we can follow what happens here this time, Ian.
Justin Remillard once more waiting for this offering from Holland College. Little
kick.
End over end, not too deep from Holland College. Again, that should be another no yards. There's the flag from the official. And Justin getting possession just in front of the Holland College 50-yard line with 4:03 left in the first quarter. It'll be first down, and actually it's going to be a little further forward because of the penalty. And the Reds are going to set up shop well into Holland College territory.
Yeah, that's just a 5-yard penalty that time. I really liked how Justin Remillard he didn't try to return the ball. He simply dove on it, knowing that the Hurricanes were all around him. He would trigger that no yards penalty.
So no yards being a 5-yard additional yards being given to the Red Bomber or the Reds with 4 minutes left in the first quarter.
There is some discretion to that no yards penalty as well. In that case, depending on the severity of the breach, that one being a minor one, 5 yards.
Rollins flushed out of the pocket. Not able to gain the line of scrimmage and taken down by a host of Hurricanes. It took me almost 12 minutes to be able to use the term host of Hurricanes, but I was able to sneak that in.
It was an accurate description of they had some excellent defense on Rollins that time. Okay. We had a penalty against the Reds. It will be declined by the Hurricanes, and we'll move on to second down.
I just noticed, Justin, that we have some really hardy souls in the stands. I was wondering if there would be 2 kids and a dog watching this game, given the weather, but we've got some real hardy souls. But you at home in your living rooms are the lucky ones on a day like today.
It is getting nicer as the day goes.
Rollins flushed again. Lots of room to make up for the first down. He's continuing to run on the left-hand side. Brought down over the 20-yard. First down, UNB Reds.
Joel Rollins seeing a great opportunity there and taking off. Great choice by Jonah, obviously. And we'll see. I believe he's ultimately taken down by ultimately taken down by Gavin Giddings, the first on the contact there, being pursued by Dan Efosa Edahian.
The Holland Hurricanes 18-yard line.
So I don't know if you heard in the background the excitement from our on-field announcer, Gary Hall, but if the UNB Reds continue to play this way, I think we're going to have to get a dose of Ritalin for them.
We had a fantastic game last week.
Quickly taken down. Matt LaFleur was looking to go to the right-hand side, but Hurricanes number 33, Tyler Newson, who I think I've said his name at least 3 or 4 times on tackles. Significant blitz by the linebacker from Holland College. It's going to be second down and basically 9 for the Reds with 1:57 left in the first quarter.
Matt did not expect to go down there. That was he was surprised at the effectiveness of that tackle.
Rollins looking to the left-hand side. Does a double pump in the corner. Touchdown!
Reds!
UNB Reds. Jace Taylor with the reception.
Look at that spin on that ball. What a great little toss.
Let's look at the replay. That's a corner pattern. If you've ever seen a quarter pattern, that was 31 Ryan McDougall in coverage. And by the way, if you haven't noticed the amazing coverage of our friends at Aurora Productions, and our technical director, Trevor, was right on the spot of giving you that replay quickly before you had a chance to go for another beer in your living room.
So
1:43 left in the first quarter, setting up for the extra point.
Oh, and the officials are going to correct something here. It's nice seeing Jonah Rollins. I think it's tough to tell. The wind is quite gusty. It's tough to tell exactly how much the wind is impacting any particular play, but Jonah Rollins clearly adapting to the weather on that one with the perfectly dropped-in pass over the shoulder of Jace Taylor for the touchdown.
As the expression goes, that's exactly how you would have written up that play.
That's it. Now the officials seem to be adjusting something here.
Oh, I think Holland College was moving some personnel around.
Oh, okay. Maybe it must have been a timeout then.
Good kick. Looks like the extra point is good. That means that the score with 1:43 left in the first quarter is 15 for the UNB Reds. No score for Holland College. So as we talked about on the early introduction, UNB has made up that deficit of the 10 points that they needed to potentially host the semifinal here at the friendly confines of BMO Field. And let's see if they're able to hold this lead. A big question is going to be when Holland College has the advantage of the wind behind them.
So as of, that's it, Ian. As of right now, we will be hosting, UNB will be hosting the semifinal game of the AFL playoffs in 2024. We'll see if it holds. But, yeah, this is, I mean, with the wind behind you, it's like playing downhill, right? Right now in the Hurricanes, conversely, you're playing uphill. It's not easy. But at the same time, UNB is also, like I said before, Ian, playing smart, heads-up football, disciplined football. They're not making mistakes.
And don't forget, log in, get those 50/50 tickets. The total's up to $110. We're going to send somebody home a little richer than they came through the gate today.
And the ball showing some unwillingness to stay upright, as Justin Remillard has to. He's telling the ball stay still.
Looks like Justin was able to stare down the ball. Kick off to the left-hand side, out of bounds. That's probably going to be a flag on the play. Sure enough, our official on the far side says illegal procedure.
Yeah, Justin started his kicking sequence pretty quickly there. He was afraid the ball was going to fall over again.
So I'm pretty sure that signal from the line judge was illegal procedure. If not, it was a really good version of the Hully Gully. And we're going to have first down and 10, 1:43 left on the first quarter for the Hurricanes. Right on their own 40-yard line.
So a little better than average starting position for the Hurricanes on this one. We'll see if the Reds defense can continue the trend of forcing Holland College 2 and outs.
Motion to the right-hand side. Delayed handoff to the Hurricanes. Snuffed out quickly by the Red Bombers. Not sure that there was a loss on the play, but I'm sure there wasn't much of a gain.
It was a little rough at the end there. No flag.
That sets up second down for Holland College.
Second down for the Hurricanes at their 40-yard line.
By the way, we want to mention what a marvelous job Gary Hall's doing for the on-field announcing, and we don't miss Jeff Landine at all. Of course, my tongue is in cheek. Of course, we miss Jeff. He's with his family having a great vacation on this long weekend. Down the middle.
Oh! In and out of the hands of Ethan Bragdon.
Aaron McCardle was the intended receiver. Not able to find the handle, so it's going to be third down for the Hurricanes. We'll see the replay. just to the left of center. Ooh, almost an interception by the Reds. Coach Sturgeon would have loved to have seen that in his hands, but it's going to be third down with just 10 seconds less than a minute in the first quarter.
Yeah, Ethan frustrated with himself on that one. He'll get one next time.
Clean snap for the punt.
Great punt.
A little bit of backspin on that, waiting to see if Holland College gave him the appropriate 5 yards. And running out of bounds is number 80, Justin Remillard. So there's not a special teams that doesn't have Justin Remillard included with the Reds, whether he's punting or receiving those punts. Turns out on special teams, he's Mr. Everything for the UNB Reds. 32 seconds left as the Reds scrimmage 1st and 10 from just inside their own 50-yard line.
Yep, so another great defensive series by the Reds. And as we saw on that punt, the wind was not a huge factor that time, although now you can see on the flags are kicking up again.
So you can see there was a flag on the play, and it looks like it was 10-yard infraction against the Reds, taking them back to their own 28-yard line.
That's that was a 15-yard.
I think it was rough play.
Yeah. The ball back to the 28-yard line. First down.
So this is the Reds' worst starting position of the day on offense.
See if Jonah Rollins takes advantage of the wind. No, he doesn't. It's a quick dive play up the middle. LaFleur almost getting a first down. He may have.
I think he's got a first down there, yeah. It looks like they're going to mark him at the 40, which is good
They
for a
do. First down, UNB Reds. Big play by the Reds with LaFleur up the middle. Great blocking by the offensive line. You see that nice hole he created to the left-hand side of the center. And first down with seconds ticking away, and they have ticked away. Let's see if they get one more play with the wind behind them. If Coach Sturgeon's a gambler, this ball's going in the air.
They will, in fact, get the last play of the quarter.
And it's a quick handoff to LaFleur once more. Short gain. And that's the end of the first quarter. So at the end of the first quarter, UNB Reds are leading 15. Holland College, no score. And they're going to change ends. And now the Reds are going to be able to experience what the Hurricanes have for the first 15 minutes of a 31-kilometer wind in their face.
And don't forget, Reds supporters and fans, you can buy 50-50 tickets this year. Every game has its own 50-50 draw. You can support your Reds football through and this is a new online 50-50 draw system we're running this year. Tickets are available until the start of the fourth quarter of today's game. You can use the QR code that you see on your screen, or you can visit rafflebox.ca/raffle-Reds football. Click purchase, choose your ticket option, and then enter your credit card and billing information. These draws are accessible through online purchases only. There are no cash or cards sales on site. Participants must be at least 19 years of age and must be in New Brunswick residents or physically in New Brunswick. So if you're watching, if you're from out of province and you're watching at your friend's house in New Brunswick, you can purchase tickets there as well. We've seen these draws get pretty high, so buy your tickets quick.
Big sack by the Hurricanes, number 44. That was Owen McLeod. It's going to be third down for the UNB Reds. They will probably be punting back to the Hurricanes. And not like I should be tooting our horn, but if anybody, nobody would know. But of course, on the there's a huge McLeods on the McMillan side of the family. So well done to a McLeod for a good play. Unfortunately, it was in the favor of the Hurricanes versus the Reds, but they'll be punting away here early part of the second quarter. Ooh,
huge
close punt. Let's see. The punter went down. No flag on the play, so the referees have decided that wasn't roughing the kicker. And it's going to be first down and 10 for Holland College, just inside their own territory, somewhere around their own 47. Watch this.
This ball just went straight in the air.
And you don't see it on the replay, but The Reds punter went down after contact. As far as the officials are concerned, that wasn't roughing. So this will be the first time that Holland College scrimmages with the wind behind them, and let's see what offensive coordinator Ray Perkin has in store for the Reds defense. A little more sun coming out on the field right now. Motion to the left-hand side. Quick flare pass out. Incomplete. Number 3, Kyler Purcell was the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Hurricanes. That ball was right in his hands. It was a nice throw by the quarterback.
Yep, that was a catchable ball.
Hunter Pruz is the quarterback for Holland College, setting up. Motion to the left-hand side, trips on the right, looks to his right-hand side, downfield, incomplete again. Intended receiver was Kyle Cameron.
Kyle Cameron had two Reds defenders all over him, primarily linebacker Ethan Ray.
It looks like he got hung up with the Reds defense and not able to get into the pattern that Hunter Pruz was anticipating. So it's going to be 3rd down for Holland College, not able to take advantage of the wind in their first series of the second quarter.
That was Carter Ball, not Ethan Ray.
Good snap. Nice punt. 2 bounces for Mr. Remillard. Running to the right-hand side, out of bounds, should be 1st down and 10, just short of the 30-yard line for the UNB Reds with 13:30 left in the second quarter.
So the Reds defense continuing their strong play, forcing another 2-and-out for the Hurricanes.
So good start for the Reds, given that they had to come up with a 9-point deficit. So it's going to be really interesting as to what Coach Sturgeon comes up with on how they're going to run their offense with such a significant breeze in their face.
I'd be pretty surprised if we didn't see a primary ground attack here.
3-4 defense by the Hurricanes. Quick dive play to Lafleur. Had a microsecond of possession before he was taken by, I think it was number 99. That's Racon Sanders.
Yeah, the Hurricanes defense predicting the ground attack on that one pretty well, and not giving Matt Lafleur anything at all.
2nd down and 10.
I think you're going to see a pass here.
Well, let's see how Rollins handles the wind in his face. Dropping way back is Rollins trying to set up a screen. Ooh, almost intercepted on the play by number 44, Owen McLeod, but incomplete on the play.
Yeah, Rollins was lucky.
Let's watch on the replay.
Here.
You'll see off to the right-hand side.
Yeah.
I'm sure the pupils of Owen McLeod went wide with the potential of having a pick 6, but not able to bring that in. So it's going to be 3rd down by the Reds and going to give possession back to the Hurricanes with 12:24 left in the second quarter.
So we'll see how Remillard – oh, I'm sorry. This is not Remillard kicking this ball. That is Aaron Hicks is going to kick this ball. We'll see how Aaron Hicks is going to play this one.
Nice punt. Nice spiral. Trying to get upfield.
Great coverage.
87. Turner Ryan.
Great coverage.
Amazing coverage on the play. Keegan Cordona was the one who brought the punt, but not able to get anywhere as the Reds brought him down with amazing coverage on special teams. And by the way, I'm sure that the UNB Reds have such specialties here that Aaron Hicks is against the wind punter versus Justin Remillard being all the advantages behind him.
I think that's it. And you saw that, I think, reflected in Remillard's last very high kick. So Hurricane offense. Hunter Pruce drops back to pass. Looking downfield. Oh, my goodness. Aaron Hicks nearly intercepts the ball, but can't bring it in, but does deflect the pass. So Aaron Hicks, after putting up a great punt, man, he's frustrated with that one. He knocked that down to himself, tried to grab it a second time, double clutch it, and it just sort of slipped away from him. He did have to climb that ladder to catch. That wasn't an easy ball to catch. But the single most important thing is that he knocked the ball down and it was an incomplete, bringing up 2nd and 10 for the Hurricanes. So Pruce out of the gun for the Hurricanes. The running backs are going to go out wide, and it's going to be a pass again downfield. Pass incomplete, intended for Wolfgang Sim down the right side. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Hurricanes, and we see the Hurricanes punt squad come on the field. Come onto the field. Justin Remillard already making his way back to receive the punt, and there you're going to see the pass for Sim here on the replay. Or excuse me, this is the the near interception by Aaron Hicks. So both of those throws a little underthrown by Pruce, despite the wind at his back. Here's the punt. Good punt, low punt, fielded cleanly by Remillard. And he's going to try to run up the left side of the field. The Hurricanes boxing him in. He ends up picking up a few yards, bringing it across the Reds' 35-yard line. And the Reds offense will go to work on about their own 36, 1st and 10 Reds.
At their 36-yard line.
So you're seeing some very dynamic weather on the field. There's wind, there's sun. I think the wind is making for some very diverse cloud coverage here, making things a little trickier to play. But this Coach Sturgeon led team should be prepared for that kind of adversity, and it may be helping them focus and stay a little more disciplined too. So there could be a mental advantage here for UNB. And this one's going to be a toss to LaFleur. He's going to run down the left side, and he's close to a 1st down. I think he's pushed out of bounds just before the 1st down. That'll bring up 2nd and 1. Oh, no, that'll bring up 2nd and 2. Depending on where they mark. Yeah, 2nd and 2 for the Reds.
Reds have to be happy to get such a play with the wind against them. And Mr. Everything, Matt LaFleur, gives them 2nd and 2 with 10:19 left in the second quarter. Matt LaFleur once more. Huge hole to the left-hand side. Big 1st down for the Reds just over center field.
And for the first time today, the Reds in Hurricanes territory on this side of the field. And so far today, Ian, the Reds completely in control of this game.
They're executing really well. Single tailback once more. Not able to find the handle. Rollins looking downfield. Quick flare pass complete. And just able to get to the 45-yard line.
That's Remillard catching that ball. Jonah Rollins, great job staying calm and getting that ball out of his hands.
I don't suspect that was the called play, but good adjustment by Jonah Rollins to be able to find a great result. But still not able to get a 1st down. It's going to be 2nd and less than a yard. Some personnel adjustments by the Hurricanes. Motion to the right-hand side.
That'll be a 1st down if there's no flag.
Must have been a fumble, but I think the Reds are telling us they retained possession, and that's another 1st down, UNB Reds.
Yeah, just really solid execution here today for the Reds on both sides of the ball.
Now, I got a seeking suspicion this is exactly what Coach Sturgeon wants to see, and he's going to keep this ball on the ground as much as he can. it's not only keeping possession, but it's also letting time go in the second quarter with the wind against them that becomes really strategic for them. Quick toss out to the left-hand side. Lafleur able to make a short gain before going out of bounds. It'll going to be second down for the Reds.
Yeah, pick up maybe a yard on that one, I think. We'll see where they mark it.
So don't forget, this is what we talked about on the last game. While it's in the hands of the Reds, the Hurricanes can't score. And again, taking away that advantage of having the wind behind them in the second quarter, this is exactly what the brain trust of the Reds would want from their offense at this juncture of the game. Rollins looking downfield, wide open in the middle. First down, UNB Reds.
Logan Box, the receiver on that one. That was Logan Box was wide open, and we haven't said Logan Box's name too much this year.
Turns out on that play, he was a secret weapon.
Gavin Giddings and Matthias Johnson on the coverage on that.
You know what I really like? Logan Box catches the ball, comes down, looks up, and hands the ball to the referee. No big special celebration. It's what the job was.
He's just one of these lunch pail guys. Shows up, does his
dive
job.
Again to the right-hand side. Lafleur following his blocking, but stopped up short by number 44 with the Hurricanes, Owen McLeod. And again, my relatives are very happy that I'm saying the name McLeod over and over again in support of the defense of the Hurricanes.
It's a little tricky to see at the angle that we're at here. I thought that was a much bigger pickup of yards than I thought it was going to be. That's 2nd and 5 now.
That's right.
So another great run by Lafleur.
Even spread of receivers on the play. Motion to the right-hand side. Rollins looking deep into the end zone. Oh, almost complete, but incomplete. Just over the goal line. That's going to be third down for the Reds, 3rd and 5.
Intended for Thomas Hoyt.
Is that Thomas Hoyt? That looks like Thomas.
Third down, Reds.
Yeah,
and our
Thomas
musical
Hoyt,
coordinator trying to encourage the Reds to get in there to be bad to the bone on third down. Rollins looking to his right.
Oh,
Pump that was an out and up.
To Thomas Hoyt. And
Touchdown, Reds!
Do we have a signal?
Yes, we do. We saw the line judge.
Yep.
If we'll see the replay, we've got a line judge on that thing that gave us the reception signal and that let the referee take the credit for the signal for the touchdown. Watch the official right here. Oh, it's out of the picture.
Okay.
Great catch.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure if he was inbounds when he caught it, but sure enough, he was. I love that they went
Thomas
right back to
Hoyt with a great reception.
And we'll talk about this a little bit at halftime.
UNB setting up for the extra point. And, of course, the big question is, with such a big wind against them, will this ball reach the roof of the BMO Center Fieldhouse?
I believe in Justin Reniard. Boom.
Kicks away. Just shy.
But it is good for the PAT. Yeah, so look, I love that they went back to Thomas Hoyt on that. We'll talk about this a little bit at half. This is Thomas Hoyt's last season. He's aging out of the AFL, so it's great to see him having a fantastic season, scoring touchdowns. He scored, I think he scored in every UNB home game we've had so far this year. So good for
So
Thomas.
This is huge for the Reds, being able to get a touchdown with the wind against them. And the score is 22 for the UNB Reds. No score for Holland. You can see with the pump, he set up the out and up pattern for Thomas Hoyt and was successful with that touchdown. Very nice execution on that pass play.
Yeah, and Ian, you're absolutely right. With there being a clear advantage to going left to right, when the Reds are going right to left here today, they're able to not only stop Holland College from scoring, but score their own points. So they now have a clear 22-point lead in this game, making let's do some math here, a 13-point lead on the season over Holland College.
This is set who hosts the semifinal game.
Short onside kick. Oh, it's coming back.
Now if ever there was an example of what that wind can do, so the ball went out of bounds. Was there a flag on that?
There should have been.
Officials showing us that that is going to be on the 52-yard line of the Reds.
It's like a curveball.
Holland College, first down and 10.
Yeah, so that did not go 10 yards.
But that shows you how good that throw was by Rollins to be able to be on the mark with that kind of wind against him.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I believe they're going to add another. I saw flags flying, but I don't see them moving this. So it's going to be first down for Holland College.
It could
just into Reds territory.
It could be impacted by the fact that it didn't go 10 yards.
Well, it did.
And well, it did in the game. It didn't land 10 yards.
Early motion.
Oh, nice little pass.
Fake dive play to number 3, Kyler Purcell. Short gain for the Hurricanes. That'll be second down.
Yeah, that's a gain of 2, so that'll bring up second and 8.
From the 50.
And the sun's coming out at BMO Field. So making things a little warmer for the fans. That you got to be impressed with the stalwartness of these fans out in a day like today. Oh, early motion by the Reds. Quick pass to number 1, Wolfgang Sim. But I'm sure that the Holland College will take advantage of that penalty, and it'll be 5 yards more, so that should make it second down and 3 for Holland College.
So we will have a conference in the middle. And
that's exactly what's going to happen. So up 5 yards, replay a second down, making second and 3.
Like a 5-yard penalty against the Reds. Repeat second down.
Yeah, no, look, UNB, we got some great football fans in Fredericton. I'm sure we've got some great representation from Holland College out there as well. We've had more pleasant days in the stand, so it's good to see a great crowd out today.
Looking downfield.
Oh, almost intercepted.
Almost
again
intercepted.
by Aaron Hicks again.
Hunter Pruse again trying to get that first down, but unsuccessful with the ball being a little low. Interesting that they're trying those type of patterns with a wind behind them, but unsuccessful. So the ball's going to come back to UNB. It'll be interesting with this breeze on how deep this punt will be and how the UNB special teams are able to handle. 5:12 left in the second quarter. Thanks for joining us. And again, thanks so much to our partners with Aurora Productions for being able to bring such impressive images to you today. Good snap.
High punt.
Nice high punt. Not exceptionally deep. Nice bounce. Just on his goal line. Justin Remillard able to make it to the out of bounds, just shy of the 10-yard line. So deep into their own end. The Reds will scrimmage first down and 10.
And bring a first down for the Reds from their 9-yard line.
Remillard showing his sure hands and being able to take that in direct comparison to the tough time that Holland College had when the punt went in about in the same area for their receiver. 4:52 left in the second quarter. So I think the Reds will be happy if they're able to get a couple of first downs, let the clock wind down, and take that wind advantage away from Holland College without scoring any points. But that's yet to be seen.
Yeah, well, and to get their backs against their own, away from their own end zone.
Dive play quickly snuffed out by Holland College defense.
Oh, it's Tyler Newson again. We've seen him a few times. He's done a great job of getting into the backfield and making tackles for loss.
You got to be impressed with the Holland College linebacker crew. They're doing an excellent job on defense against the Reds.
From the 5-yard line.
So no time to panic, but literally UNB Reds, their backs are against the wall, and let's see if they're able to get a first down. They've got about a second and 14 situation right now with 3:58 in the second quarter. Had motion going to their right-hand side. Pitch out to the right-hand side over the goal line, but still not much of a gain. I think they're taken down basically on the 5-yard line. And looks like UNB is going to have to punt the ball to Holland College.
I'm a little surprised that they're looking at punting here. Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if the Reds actually end up taking a safety on this one, giving up 2 points, but to get the ball away from their own end zone, because they're going to be punting out of their own end zone into the wind. We know it's going to be a short punt.
Well, something to consider. I think once they set up over the ball, the head referee is going to put time in, and they may want to take some time off before they commit that. So let's see what they do. So the clock is going, and if they take their time, you might.
Yeah, he's just going to safety. There you go.
So, ladies and gentlemen, not just good looking, but exceptionally smart and experienced in football. Justin again predicts exactly what UNB is going to do. They give up the 2 points to Holland College in order to get better field position for themselves. So it'll be 1st down and 10 for Holland College, I'm guessing, on their own 35-yard line.
That's it. As much as I would love to credit my intelligence for that one, I've just known Coach Sturgeon for a long time, and I've seen him make that exact call many times.
Research is research, Justin. Research is research,
And,
regardless of whether it comes from close proximity or not.
But it is a really smart play as well, because look at the great field position you have here. They've been forcing a lot of 2-and-outs on Holland College. UNB could still put up more points this half.
Absolutely. And with 3:26 left in the second quarter, it's 1st down and 10 for Holland College. Quick flare pass to the outside, taken down quickly by number 7, Ethan Bragdon.
Magnus Lamb, the receiver on that one, he pulled it in great, but
you can
Bragdon
see on the
all over
replay, quick flare pass.
Oh, Hurricanes going hurry up offense.
2nd down and 9.
Offside.
Snaps low, deep downfield, well over the heads of not only the intended receiver, number 19, Aaron McCardle, but over the defensive backs as well.
Irrelevant 5-yard penalty against UNB for offside. Replay 2nd down. Yeah.
Coach Sturgeon won't be happy with that.
No. And it was you know what, that was the Hurricanes hurry up offense that got the Reds a little jumpy.
And a 5-yard penalty against the Reds. And repeat 2nd down now from the 41-yard line.
2nd down and just less than 5 for Holland College. 2:46 left in the quarter. Lots of motion up the left-hand side. Flare pass short of the 1st down, taken down quickly by number 21, Carter Ball for the Reds. It's going to be 3rd down.
Kyler Purcell, the receiver on that one. Great job, Carter Ball, immediately tackling him. That was really important, bringing up 3rd down, forcing a 2-and-out, and we see the Holland College punt squad coming onto the field. Great job, Carter.
It's really interesting, the selections that Holland College has made on these offensive plays with the wind behind them. There was really only 1, maybe 2 plays where they went downfield. Mostly it's quickly flare passes out to the perimeter, and while they haven't been successful at that, they're not taking advantage of this wind.
I think they're making a really they have a really conservative play call set.
Good snap.
Great punt.
Beautiful punt. Nice spiral, but taken cleanly by Remillard. He's able to make 15 yards. Nice return, given how excellent that punt was. It's going to be 1st down and 10 from about their own 35. Looks like 33 where they're marking it.
Very late flag on that, so I think we're going to see some objectionable conduct probably. Somebody said something, and it's looking. I see the Reds arguing. It looks like it's going to be against the Reds. The officials are conferencing.
If you couldn't tell what kind of a wind these players are dealing with, you can look at the shirts of the officials and how they're fluttering. This is still quite significant. And as in the back of our broadcast booth, we have the official Reds windsock that tells us exactly how strong that wind is, as opposed to the unofficial windsock that would be on the other side of the field. It's rough play against the Reds. Probably a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate turn of events, considering the safety that they gave up to get some field position between a strong punt and then the penalty.
So the Reds deep inside their own zone with 2:11 left in the second quarter.
And this is the first instance that we've seen of the Reds not being disciplined in this game. So hopefully the Coach Sturgeon can turn that around with a little speech at halftime.
So I'm sure that the UNB Reds coaching staff would love to see the Reds hold on to this ball for the next 2 minutes. Nice dive play up the right-hand side. Lafleur is away. All kinds of ground on the right-hand side, brought down just over half field and center. It's first down, Reds.
Big run by Lafleur. Ultimately pushed out of bounds by, I'm trying to see the player's number.
Now let's see the replay that Trevor's going to bring up for us. Big gap. Lafleur able to find lots of area on the outside, and number 7, Connor Winrow, was the Hurricane that was able to stop Lafleur from going all the way. Big gain for the Reds. 2:02 left in the quarter. Rollins looking downfield, flushed out to his right-hand side. Little bit of room, fakes that to Lafleur. He's got slides into the 40-yard line with a first down, Reds.
Rollins doing his best Aaron Rodgers, young Aaron Rodgers impersonation out there with a little fake pump right before he crosses the line of scrimmage to take off and then slide. That was a really experienced quarterback play right there.
You know, the Mets or the Dodgers or the Yankees would be happy seeing their players doing a slide that Rollins just did in the playoffs.
So 1st and 10 for Reds, well into Hurricanes territory.
Dive play to the right-hand side. Lots of room for Lafleur. Huge gain. He's broken into just over the 20-yard line. Reds driving on the Hurricanes with the wind against them. 1:32 left in the half.
Ian, you haven't mentioned the O-line once yet on this drive. The O-line is doing some work on this one, making gigantic holes, giving Matt Lafleur and Jonah Rollins the opportunity to have their way with the Hurricanes secondary.
Well, unfortunately, the O-line didn't bribe me as much as they did in the last game, but I'm glad you picked that up because they're doing a fantastic job against the significant defensive line of the Hurricanes. First down and 10, 1:15 left in the quarter. Quick motion, Rollins looking downfield. Quick flare pass. Remillard able to get some ground. He's still going.
Wow! Broke 2 tackles, ultimately brought down by Matthias Johnson. But not before picking up 9 yards.
Great gain after that initial contact.
1, 2, 3.
3 Hurricanes tried to get a hold of Remillard and were unsuccessful. Finally, Matthias Johnson was able to bring him down. 2nd and short. Let's see if there's some skullduggery by the Reds on this play. Looking downfield. Rollins up the middle.
That'll be... Oh. I don't think he got a first there. I think that'll bring up 3rd down, but the Reds will 100% go for this.
Quarterback keep by number 17, Justin Rollins. Jonah Rollins.
Looks like he made it back to the line of scrimmage, so 3rd down and very short. And if I remember the last time they're in this situation, Justin, you're going to tell me that this is going to be a tush push up the middle.
It should be a tush push, but they've been doing handoffs.
Deep handoff. Ooh.
I don't know if he got that. Oh,
number
boy.
20, Miguel Reyes Landry was the ball carrier.
If he got it, only just.
Officials coming up to the head referee. Let's look at the signal as to whether they give UNB the first down or not. We don't see a lot of celebration from the Hurricanes.
Or the Reds, for that matter. I don't love that play call. I mean, Jonah's been wanting to run. Let him run.
I don't see a signal either way.
Yeah. I don't think they're going to mark it. I think it's going to be short.
Oh, there was I think that signals an illegal man downfield or something of that nature. So it's a penalty against Holland College. First down, Reds. Knocking on the door.
First down, Reds.
Okay. I'm not sure. Yeah. Yeah, ineligible player.
Oh, okay.
Downfield.
But you wouldn't do that on defense.
No. I'm sorry.
Pass to the left-hand side. Oh, just out of the hands of Remillard. It'll be second down, but the clock stops with 31 seconds left in the quarter. Here's the replay. As you'll see, looks to the left-hand side. Real tough to make that catch, but it was certainly in the zone. Reds getting everything they wanted out of this drive. Don't forget where they started from. This is very impressive. So let's depend on that offensive line that you mentioned before. Let's see if they're able to bring the Reds to the promised land before the end of the quarter.
Miguel Reyes-Landry.
Rollins looking downfield. He's scrambling. Looks like he's got some room.
Oh, Jonah lucky to be not intercepted.
Number 7, Connor Winrow was the one from Holland College, able to knock that down with 21 seconds left. Let's see what
they're going to kick this, I think.
UNB Reds are going to do. Well, you know, there's two schools of thought. It's like you don't give away points when they're handed to you, and that looks like what they're going to do.
Yeah, they got the T going out. Oh, but they got Rollins going out too. They don't know what they're doing.
And we have a timeout, Red.
There you go, timeout. They've got to figure out what they're doing. Yeah, look, this is absolutely a makeable field goal. They could take the 3 points. I'm a little surprised that they got away from the bread and butter that got them down to that end with Matt LaFleur running the ball. And I'm surprised they didn't let Jonah Rollins just run it in. It was working well. But
well, the UNB Brain Trust is trying to figure out what their options are going to be as the strains of Billie Jean cross the BMO field. We've got 21 seconds left before we have a halftime break, and the sun is out on BMO field, and we've got more people here on the field, so I've got to be impressed. Kudos to all our fans that have showed up live. But again, we think that you, our fans who are listening to the streaming broadcast, have it best, and we will do our best to bring you the atmosphere that we have at BMO Field. Reds are setting up. I don't see the kicker there.
No, I think they're going to go for this. I'm surprised by that play call.
So they've got less than a yard to go to get a first down. They're looking to pass. Touchdown, UNB Reds.
That is Jace Taylor with the touchdown reception. Bold play call. Works out.
I don't know if the UNB censors would allow me to say that, but that's a pretty ballsy call by the UNB Reds for that touchdown.
Ian, I'm going to allow it.
Thank God we have connections. That was a great play off to the corner just over the goal line. So UNB Reds setting up for the extra point. They were unsuccessful in their first attempt to hit the BMO roof, but let's see what happens on this attempt.
I think they got it this time. I'm feeling good about this one.
Ball's up.
Yeah.
Makes the roof.
Hits the roof. Point is good. Roof hit is good.
So with an extra point that hits the roof and a touchdown late in the second quarter, it is UNB 29, Holland College Hurricanes 2.
Everything going UNB's way this half of the football. With 16 seconds left before they head to the locker rooms.
16 seconds for UNB to kick off to Holland College. And they have been successful down center field with a lot of their passes.
So don't take off right away. We have a couple of acknowledgments that we need to do once we hit halftime. So stick around for a couple minutes before you go and get your beverages and various other refreshments at half.
And while you're taking a break there, your broadcast crew is going to be talking to the entertainment side on field and ask if we can have some football songs instead of baseball songs here at BMO Field. Obviously, if they're paying baseball songs, they're not paying attention to me. But we'll do our best for you on the second half. Kicks away by the Reds, keeping it low.
Nice low kick. But it's going to go out of bounds.
Out of bounds again. We should have been taking statistics on the last game from Remillard and how many, because this is the second one in this game where the kicks are going out of bounds, and I'm wondering what that strategy is.
Yeah, I'm really confused by it. I don't know if it's an execution error or if it's a strategy. I'm not sure. It's just very consistent.
From the 40-yard line.
Regardless, Hurricanes will get the ball, 1st and 10. This will end up being on the 40-yard line. And with 16 seconds left, not a whole lot of opportunity for Holland College to do something, but they are going to try to put some points on the board before they have to head into the locker room for the half.
Trips to the left-hand side of Hunter Pruce. Deep,
Big
the
pass.
ball goes.
Well covered, though.
Well covered. So that's interesting. That might be the first, if not the only second time that Holland College tried to go deep with the that kind of a throw. It was Daniel Levac in coverage for the Red Bombers.
Kyle Cameron was the covered receiver, but Kyle had no shot at that ball.
So with 11 seconds left, it's 2nd down for the Hurricanes.
And you'll see 2 more passes here.
Three-four setup for the UNB defense. Good snap, looking to his right-hand side. Ball's deep. Intercepted by UNB.
Aaron Hicks finally
setting
gets
up
his
the
interception.
blocking. He's still running. Still
Aaron
going.
Hicks sees the end zone. He sees it. I don't know if he'll get there,
He's
but he
able to
sees
get
it.
deep. He
Oh,
could
he's got some
go
blocking.
all
Aaron Hicks.
the way. Let's see the signal. We got a
Late.
flag on the play.
I do not see a touchdown.
Reds hoping for a touchdown, but we don't have an official signal
No,
yet.
He's out of bounds, but I think it's roughing. I think the Holland College player roughed him out of bounds.
Huge play, though, but if we look at the clock right now, time is expired, so this is huge as to whether he got over or not.
Well, there may be one more play. I'm not sure. There was no official yet, no signal yet from the officials. That was Aaron Hicks. Aaron Hicks has had 2 balls that could have been intercepted.
Touchdown, UNB Reds!
Wow, what a way to end
Let's
the half.
watch this play. Thank you, Trevor. Huge, and you can see the presence of mind Aaron Hicks had to set up that blocking. He's running down the sidelines, number 55, Sam Shepard, doing a phenomenal job of shepherding him into the end zone. Touchdown, UNB Reds. Fantastic result at the end of the 2nd quarter.
What a run by Aaron Hicks. That was a smart run. Some great blocking. And then let's see him sneak into the end zone here. Oh, jeepers. You know what? That's the kind of play that you really wish he had some.
And it was Hunter Pruce, the quarterback for Holland College, that did his best to fight against Sam Shepard, but unsuccessful. UNB's able to get a touchdown, and now they're setting up for the extra point.
Would have loved to see the video replay, the what do you call it, the pylon cam on that one.
Anybody got an actual yard count on that return? Or that interception?
Kicks up.
We can get it for you.
On the roof and good for an extra point. So with time expired, UNB Reds 36, Holland College 2. What a fantastic turnaround for the Reds and taking advantage of being against the wind. So again, fantastic. We thank all the fans for coming out. This is going to be halftime. We're going to be taking a break. As Justin said, please you take a break. Oh, there's a point Justin's got.
There's two things we want to talk about before you go and get your beverages. First of all, this was mentioned at the start of the game. There's a number of players for whom this may be their last home game as UNB Reds football players. Daniel Levac, Thomas Hoyt, Matt LaFleur, Braden McNamee, Alec Ferris, Tom Bro, Mitchell Shaw, Sean Preston, Spencer Dean. These players were recognized at the start of the game. Although the way this is going, Ian, I think we might be getting a playoff game at home. We'll see. And can we put up the 50-50 too? Don't forget, football fans, you can buy 50-50 tickets. You see the pod is up to $175. You see the QR code on your screen right now. Tickets are available until the start of the 4th quarter. You can use that QR code, or you can go to rafflebox.ca/raffle/Reds Football. These draws are accessible through online purchases only. There are no cash card sales on site. You must be 19 years of age and must be in New Brunswick. So, thank you very much for watching the first half of football today. Go get a beverage, and we'll see you soon.
Take care. And we're back. And I hope everyone had a marvelous halftime. Again, it was a marvelous halftime for the UNB Reds. And it looks like, I think they must have had a penalty on the end of play at the second quarter, because they're kicking off into Hurricane zone.
It was the roughing the
little bit of backspin. Number 30 from the Hurricanes and a host of Reds is able to bring him down for first down and 10 to start off the third quarter for the Holland College Hurricanes.
Yeah, on that on Aaron Hicks' interception pick six touchdown run. That was when Purcell pushed him out. Sorry, not Purcell. When Pruce tackled him, it was out of bounds, and that was a unnecessary roughing penalty. So, which is why the Reds had an advantageous kickoff start to the second half.
Well, obviously the referees haven't read the rules on how there's special dispensation for quarterbacks on defensive plays. But we'll talk about that later into the game. 36 for the Reds, 2 for Holland College, starting off the third quarter. Quick dive play off to the right-hand side, snuffed out by the UNB Reds.
By number 30.
That was Ethan Ray all over that one. He just walked through that offensive line like they weren't there. Let's see it again. There's Ethan Ray to the right of your screen. Just walks right through. Big sack, Ethan Ray, for a loss of 4 yards.
Great blitz by the Reds. It'll be second down and about 14. Pass intercepted by the Reds.
Aaron Hicks again. Is he going to make magic happen a second time? And the answer is no, not this time. The Hurricanes all over him, bottling him up. Nevertheless,
UNB another big interception.
Ian, we have to note as well, the Hurricanes have made a quarterback change.
Absolutely.
At the 32-yard line.
Can we do that again? So we're asking Aurora to do another replay on this play. I just wanted to see who the intended receiver was. And it was number 1, Wolfgang Sim. So we got a player down, and that doesn't look very good at all. He's not moving.
We have an injury timeout on the field.
While they're tending to that, can we do that replay one more time? Let's see this replay one more time again. Now this is Aaron Hicks, who had the big touchdown at the end of the first half. Yeah, it tips off the hands of Wolfgang Sims.
I just saw what happened on the injury. He was going low, and he ended up catching the knees of Ethan Ray. So officials are looking after him right now. It's so we'll calm down the enthusiasm for the advantage that the Reds have right now. So let's look at what's going on in other university football games. Last night, in the Canadian football, it was St. FX 46, Acadia no score. Guelph 33, York 19. Again in Ontario, McMaster 34, and a very close game, Waterloo 32. Western was successful over Toronto, 61-6. Laurier defeated Windsor 33-26. And in what must have been a barn burner in double overtime, University of Sherbrooke was able to defeat McGill 30-24. So lots of activity last night in U Sport football. In the NCAA last night, it was Arizona State University 27, Utah 19, Northwestern 37, Maryland 10, University of Las Vegas, UNLV 50, Utah State 34. So again, coming back to the conditions we have here, it's we started off Saturday with significant rain from about 10 o'clock to noon. But since we've started here, we've had significant wind going left to right on your screen. And we haven't had any rain. As a matter of fact, we've got some sun out here. So I would imagine with the combination of sun and this type of a wind with an artificial turf, Footing must be good, and I imagine significantly drier than what we suspected was going to start off with. Thankfully, we've got the Holland College player, as opposed to being prone for the original injury, is up on his knees. And we've got a few medical staff here, but we don't see the same type of response that we had with that significant injury to Cole and UNB last week. By the way, we're hearing from the UNB staff that there has been a marvelous response to the fundraiser we're doing for Cole, for a bottle drive and also donations. So please keep those donations coming in support of Cole and the significant injury that he had last week. But of course, the Bombers have rallied, and Cole's doing fine, and wants to. I'm sure he's supporting all his buddies now. So if Cole, if you're watching the broadcast, good on you, my son, and well done, and all the best to you.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. I was muted. Yeah, we're into the fundraiser. I understand we're into the hundreds of dollars between the cash donations and the bottles. So good for that. And we see the Hurricane player getting up to his feet. Being it looks like his colleagues are going to help him off the field, which is great to see.
So the player's Andy Wilson, and I think he's I can't tell whether he's just uneasy on his feet or there was a lower body injury.
But he is moving off the field a little gingerly with the assistance of his teammates, but he is moving off the field under his own.
Based on what I saw on the replay and the way he's walking now, I think that there's a good suspicion of a concussion or, and I don't want to diminish this, but the expression used to be having his bell rung. And as Justin says, walking gingerly with the support of his teammates to come back to the Holland College sidelines. So with 13:41 in the third quarter, it's going to be first down and 10 from UNB Reds, and they were so successful in the second quarter of coming against the wind. We'll see if they're able to keep up that momentum in the third quarter.
So the wind is still very strong here at BMO Center Field. Also, the temperature is dropping, which can have an impact on catching the ball and throwing the ball as well. Also on holding on to the ball. So we'll see if maybe there are some more missed connections through the second half.
Big run by Lafleur up the middle. First down, UNB Reds.
Number 88, Matt Lafleur up the middle. Look at them chains.
Meteorologist Ian McMillan reporting that the weather is 10 degrees and windy.
So Justin was correcting me, as he should have, that I wasn't mentioning the offensive line enough. That was number 62, Spencer Dean, who created that huge hole for Matt. It's going to be first down. Another dive play. Lafleur finding all kinds of room up the middle. Touchdown!
Matt Lafleur. He was barely touched. What a huge hole. Again, big credit to the offensive line there.
So let's watch this again. 64 and 62 for UNB. That was Mitch Shaw and Spencer Dean. These guys are working hard in the trenches, and we apologize for not giving them more mentions in the first half. But we will fix that up. So any of you relatives or parents of the offensive line, make sure that you're taping this broadcast, because we'll be talking about your offspring over and over again. Setting up for the extra point. The roof on BMO's is in jeopardy. Ball's away.
That's good.
Third time we're on the roof. And with 12:14 in the third quarter, it is 43 for UNB Reds, 2 for Holland College.
Spencer Dean, of course, Spencer Dean's mother is not listening to the broadcast today because she is working hard as one of our lead volunteers here on field. She's making this game happen on the field. So big shout out to Robin Dean. Always a pleasure to have her helping out and making this game happen, along with all the other volunteers that we have here.
Well, thank you, Robin, for contributing such a significant player to the offensive line.
That too.
UNB setting up for the kickoff. And again, it's getting brighter and brighter on the field. And if you were in the proximity of Fredericton and you have some good wind gear, by all means come join us for the second half. Great kickoff against the wind. Taken cleanly by Holland College. Little bit of gain up the middle. That was number 4, Troy McLaren with the return.
Guylaine Young-Gabo, actually. That's a change. That's a lineup change. That's Guylaine Young-Gabo.
Well, you're right on the change, and thank goodness you tried the name as opposed to me. But then again, counselor, you have training in being able to be more erudite and articulate in these particular.
Yeah, but we got to give the caveat, Hurricanes fans, if I screwed up, I apologize.
First down for the Hurricanes on their own 33-yard line. We've got a 3-4 defense with UNB, equal spread of the receivers for Holland College, single tailback. Run to the right-hand side. Fumble on the play.
UNB recovers. Aaron Hicks again. Sorry, yes, Aaron Hicks again. That's 3 now. 3 turnovers by Aaron Hicks. Holy smokes, is Aaron Hicks having a great game. But we've got to note as well the Reds tacklers that forced that ball out. I didn't quite see the numbers there.
Outstanding play all game by the UNB defense.
Here we go. We're going to see it one more time. Yep. So we've got. Is that Ethan Ray on that? No.
Aiden Creaser.
I think Donnie Sharp might have been.
Here's another dive on the play. Able to get a short gain. That was number 20, Miguel Reyes Landry. And we've got offside against Holland College. So I would imagine that UNB will take that penalty, and it'll be first down and 5. 9:15 left in the first quarter. And again, UNB's defense is coming up with huge plays and look to be making more scores with the wind against them, which is huge given these conditions. It's got to be troubling for the Holland College coaching staff to see the amount of mistakes that they've had in these particular situations. Low snap, dive again to Reyes. Landry should be a first down. Just over the 20-yard line of Holland College.
Rollins did a great job getting that low snap off the turf. Clean handoff.
Let's get to see the play, and I think he ends up going to the left of center. Another good hole set up by UNB offensive line. So that's first down and 10, just inside the 20 of Holland College. 8:25 left in the third quarter. Motion to the right-hand side, pitch out to Reyes. He's caught by a host of Hurricanes. Leading that tackle was number 44, Owen McLeod. Again, all my McLeod relatives are quite happy that the McLeods are contributing to the Holland College defense.
So that'll bring up second and very long for the Reds. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to the air on this one.
Yeah, that's good. That's what the stream is saying. Know me how long? So if it gets too bright.
Blitz coming from the Hurricanes, looking downfield to the right, just behind the intended receiver.
I really like what Rollins did there. He recognized that the defender, that was number 7, Connor Winrow, was slightly ahead of the intended receiver. Sorry, was ahead of the intended receiver.
Thomas Hoyt was the intended.
And he tried to throw to his back shoulder, but it was just underthrown a little bit. So it was a nice, safe throw that Rollins made, and unfortunately it was a little too safe. And was
so it looks like UNB's going to gamble here. They've got third down and 15, and see if they're able to make a first down or a touchdown. 7 minutes left in the third quarter. Oh, they did a little bit of a double count and got Holland College.
Free play.
Touchdown! UNB Reds.
Let's just make sure. Let's hold on one
Nick
moment.
Nick Parker in the reception. We think that flag was offside against Holland College. We'll wait till the head referee confirms that. That was offside. Holland College declined. Touchdown by the Reds. And I have to make an apology. Cyril, we should have mentioned your name prior to this, but I'm sure you're celebrating in your rec room or your living room that UNB's doing such a marvelous job in these conditions.
It's always great to know that so many of our alumni watch the game from homes. We know that you appreciate this webcast and the opportunity to see Reds, especially when they're having a great game like this one. And it's not a lot of just well-executed football here today on the part of on the UNB side.
Setting up for the conversion, and it's off the roof again. So 4 out of 5 for the conversions. UNB Reds, half a century, 50 versus 2 for Holland College. Still with the wind in their face, and they continue to mount up points against Holland College, which has to be a big concern for the Holland College coaching staff. Again, we started this day wondering whether UNB was going to be able to make up the 9-point deficit, and have they answered the bell to that question?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, especially, and Holland College does a webcast as well, and I was able to watch a few highlights of that first game back to open the season back in September, and that was a hard-fought 2011 victory for Holland College on PEI. I expected a grinding, tough competition here today, but UNB just excellent execution on all 3 phases of the game: offense, defense, special teams.
Kick lands just ahead of the 25-yard line.
Landon Keats on the return.
They're on the return, and there was a flag on the play.
Return by Holland College, number 3. We do have a flag on the play.
Number 5.
And the penalty is going to come against Holland College. I only saw the signal from the head referee that it was going in their direction, and it's holding against Holland College. That'll be a 10-yard penalty.
So that's a 10-yard penalty back from the spot of the foul.
That's right. So it's starting from their own 22-yard line. 4:16 left with the wind at their back. So if Holland College isn't able to come up with a score or 2 here, they're going to be they're fighting absolutely uphill with UNB with such a significant lead and having the wind at their back.
Yeah, Holland
Simon Hales, the quarterback for Holland College, flushed out of the pocket.
Look at Simon run. He is running. That's
Number
good.
7 from UNB was able to make the tackle, Ethan Bragdon.
So that is a change at quarterback for the Hurricanes, Simon Hales. And boy, was he! Look at this scramble. He is just running. He is giving it 100%. That's not quite enough for a first down. That'll bring up 2nd and 1 for the Hurricanes.
So I got to tell you, while that was a good gain for Holland College, if that's what they're going to do with the wind at their back up and down the field, that's not a recipe for success.
No. Quarterback scramble is not going to work out for 9 yards every time.
All kinds of motion coming to the line. It's going to be a dive play off to the right-hand side. Big opening. Number 22 for Holland College. That's Ethan Godino with a first down for Holland College.
Yeah, that was a great run. Look at Ethan cut back and forth here, just finding the gaps, picking up the run, picking up the yards. Great run by Ethan.
From the 47-yard line.
2:30 left in the third quarter. Holland College marching on this drive, just shy of their own 50-yard line. Motion going to the left-hand side. Another dive play, looking for more gaps, but UNB is adjusted with hardly a gain possible on that. It'll be 2nd down and no more than 9 yards to go. Let's see on the defense who was able to shut this down. What we can see is certainly Donnie Sharp, and he had help from the nose guard there as well. Evan Wall, I think, was the one who helped in that tackle. Setting up 2nd down and 9. Early motion coming into the middle again. Low snap. Flushed out again to the right-hand side, trying to find a receiver. And interception! Running hard to his right-hand side. Lots of room. Aaron Hicks once again for UNB. 4th interception in the game.
Well, three interceptions, 1 fumble recovery.
Fumble recovery.
4 turnovers.
I've been corrected. Thank you, Counselor.
No, that's fine, because I signaled the 4 to you. It was not 4 interceptions, 3 interceptions, 4 turnovers for Aaron Hicks. Magnus Lamb, the intended receiver for the Hurricanes on that one. But the ball was slightly overthrown with Hales had 3 reds right in his face when he went to throw. He did a great job to get the ball off. But unfortunately for him, it was overthrown, intended for Magnus Lamb, and Aaron Hicks being the defensive hero of the day.
1st down and 10 for the Reds on the 26-yard line. It's a run to the left-hand side. He's got lots. Oh, fumble. No, a fumble.
And the Hurricanes recover. Mathis Blaze drops on the ball, and the Hurricanes will take the ball right back.
So the football gods giveth, and the football gods taketh away.
Well, and an important reminder of how it's important to remember that the game is not over and that anything can happen.
Turner Ryan, the ball carrier on that, and I think I noticed that there was a quarterback change with this score, and Grayson Rudders was the quarterback on that play.
Grayson Rudders, the 2024 Tony Proudfoot Memorial Scholarship recipient. And you see on your screen, of course, we are running a 50-50 this year, in case you haven't heard. Fans, you can support your Reds football through our new, for 2024, online 50-50 draw. Tickets are available until the start of the 4th quarter, so you probably have a few more minutes here to get your purchases in. You can use the QR code that you see on your screen, or you can visit rafflebox.ca/raffle/UNB-Reds-football. You click purchase, you choose your ticket option, enter your credit card and billing information. These draws are accessible through online purchases only. There are no cash or card sales on site. Participants must be at least 19 years of age and in New Brunswick. Residents or otherwise physically in New Brunswick. So purchase your 50-50 tickets, support your Reds, maybe win a prize.
So at the beginning of the 4th quarter, it's 1st down and 10 on their own 25 for Holland College, with a significant hill to climb. Scores against them, the wins against them, the fates have been against them. Let's see what they're able to pull up in the 4th quarter. Dropping back, little flare over the middle, incomplete. Number 1, Wolfgang Sim was the intended receiver, and he had all kinds of offensive linemen in front of him, but he just wasn't able to find the handle.
The ball was a little high. He tried to do a one-handed
catch. So watch the offensive line take off on this play, and you can look at them. They were all set, but the UNB defense, especially number 19, Marc Boudreau, was all set to take advantage of what the Holland College had served up on the platter.
Well, the Reds' defensive line are getting all kinds of pressure on Holland College quarterbacks today. You know, the current one being Simon Hales. You know, and you see he's a little rushed. You can see he's panicking a little bit, and his throws are not quite on point.
So, Justin, I wasn't paying a lot of attention, but I got a sneaking suspicion there's been a significant amount of change of personnel as they're trying to get more people into the game with that kind of a lead. Quarterback looking deep downfield. All kinds of Reds there on defense, and it came off the shoulder pads of Ethan Bragdon, but that's incomplete. Should be 3rd down for Holland College, and the special teams are coming on the field. You'll see the ball coming downfield. Great throw with that wind against them, but not able to find the handle. That was number 5, Landon Keats, who was the intended receiver.
So we are seeing some offensive substitutions on the Red side of the ball. I think we might have a couple of defensive subs in there, but Janny Endel is in. We haven't seen a whole lot of him, and a few others, but there's a lot of the stalwarts on defense still remaining in for the Reds.
Good punt. A little bit of backspin. Looks like an opportunity for no yards if Reds are there quickly. Sure enough, the flag's on the field. And around the 44, 43-yard line, UNB is going to be scrimmaging 1st down and 10 prior to any application of the no yards penalty.
No yards, and we do have 2.
Yeah, so the Reds will end up with excellent field position here once again.
interesting that the special team coaches haven't been able to get their charges to understand the dynamics of when a wind is coming. It's more likely than not you're going to get some kind of backspin, and not to be a little bit more careful about being within that 5-yard zone that the defense is required on punt plays.
Oh, it looks like we have an unnecessary roughing. Unnecessary roughing penalty against the Reds, which will offset the no yards penalty a little bit.
So the officials giving the people with the down box and the sticks, giving them an interesting challenge on whether they're going right or they're going left. But I think that they've done their math and their calculations correctly. So just over center field, the Reds are going to be scrimmaging 1st down and 10. And I think we've got Grayson Rudders at quarterback again. Had a tough time finding the handle. Flushed from the back, and he slides into center field. So there's a short loss on the play. It's going to be 2nd down.
Speaking of the stick crew, Ian, it is the École Sainte-Anne Castors from the Capital Area Minor Football Association who are running stick crew today. So these are minor football players volunteering their time to make this game happen. Thank you to the Castors.
Merci beaucoup, les Castors.
C'est très bien, Ian.
High snap. Number 3, the ball carrier, Caleb McLaughlin. And again, another loss for the Reds.
Yeah, that one looks like a significant loss of about 4 yards.
And bring up a 3rd down.
So it's going to be interesting to see how long Coach Sturgeon stays with the 2nd string and the 3rd string, given the fact that there was some significant losses on all those plays. But again, it's a good thing to be able to get all the players on the field, especially with a lead of 48 points.
48 points, and the Hurricanes having scored none of those points. It was the only 2 points on the Hurricane side of the ball is the safety that the Reds gave up to gain field position early in the game.
That's an indelicate observation on your part, Counselor, that Holland can't even claim the 2 points that they have on the score.
I'll admit it was a bit of a ruthless comment.
Well, is it not defensive pressure that put them in the situation where the Reds had to hand them the 2 points?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We don't want to be that partisan on their broadcast. UNB setting up for the punt on 3rd down.
Justin Remillard has gotten the hook. Aaron Hicks is into punt. And the Hurricanes are going to take a timeout. I'm not sure what the issue is here. I think maybe a personnel issue. I think they only had 11 men on the field.
Once again, we'd like to thank
So the Hurricanes are going to use a timeout to make sure that they have the correct personnel in.
varsity football team from the École Sainte-Anne.
And the player waiting for the punt deep in Holland College. Ooh, able to get high, end over end punt. Fumbled initially by number 5, but he's got a great gain coming up the field.
Ooh,
Looks like he's got a gap.
That's Landon Keats. Oh, and the Reds just got a bit of his jersey.
Huge return by number 5, Landon Keats. That's a high point for Holland College on this.
So Landon Keats going to work. The Hurricanes going to work in UNB territory. They'll be hoping to get on the board with a touchdown, but I think we see a penalty against.
What a shame.
Yeah, that's a penalty against the Hurricanes, so this will actually bring them back a lot. It looks like a roughing penalty. That'll be 10 yards, 15 yards, I think, from the point of the foul.
And if you watched on the replay, if that penalty didn't happen, not like he hasn't come to the rescue of UNB a number of times, but it was Ethan Ray, number 30, that was able to get the handle on Landon before he was able to gain too much. But a significant penalty against Holland College to wipe out that marvelous return by Landon Keats.
Oh.
Games will be starting now on their 10-yard line.
Deep in their own zone. Holland College scrimmaging 1st down and 10, 7:54 left in the 4th quarter. Motion to the left-hand side, looks to his right, Excellent pass and catch by number 3, Kyler Purcell.
Purcell for his big game, moving the sticks for the Canes.
Hunter Bruce
And 10.
with the completion.
Don't forget, get your 50-50 tickets. The total's up to $247.
Sticks have moved, and it's first down for Holland College. Not sure why we have the delay. We've got time in from the head referee, so we should be scrimmaging fairly soon. We've got some repair work done on the sticks, so that's what the holdup is. Don't know if our friends have been watching what's going on down south in NCAA, but after the big upset with Vandy beating Alabama, there's lots to watch. We're just about to get set here. Lots of motion on the left-hand side. Looking to the right-hand side for another flare pass. Incomplete on the play. Intended receiver Wolfgang Sim. It's going to be second down. Reds defense is setting up. And again, it's a 3-4 defense. Motion coming to the right-hand side. Ball down the middle. Intercepted once again by the UNB Reds. He's got some room on the left-hand side of the return. There's a flag on the play. Number 7, Ethan Bragdon.
Ian, I think you mispronounced Aaron Hicks. No, I'm kidding. This one was not Aaron Hicks. This one was Ethan Bragdon.
You had me double clutching there, counselor. And it's holding against UNB. So marvelous interception, but that's going to take the gain back by 10 yards.
Yeah, but that is after the interception, so that'll still remain UNB's ball. And while they're, sorry, go ahead again.
Now, I find that interesting that it was 10 yards diminished from the return versus 10 yards from the point of infraction.
I think wouldn't it, that would have been where the hold happened, wouldn't it have been? 10 yards from where the hold happened? No?
Not sure. Doesn't matter. We've got first down and 10 in Hurricanes territory. It's going to be dive up the middle. Gets a short gain by Miguel Reyes Landry.
So just very quickly, the 50-50 has been drawn, so it is too late to purchase your 50-50 tickets now. Well, it won't let you do it now because we have drawn a winner. Dana Martin is the winner of the 50-50 draw
Congratulations,
today.
Dana.
Congratulations, Dana. That's ticket 1088. I believe Dana has already been contacted by UNB. So congratulations, Dana. And hopefully you'll be able to buy tickets in 2 weeks' time.
Good snap. Nice run to the left-hand side. Number 3, Caleb McLaughlin was the running play. And was it Dana that was the winner of the 50-50?
Dana won the 50-50 draw today, yes.
So to all of Dana's friends, the first round's on Dana when you get to go out with Dana this evening. Congratulations, Dana. I'm sure your friends will be quite happy that you were the winner. It's going to be third down and 3 for the Reds with 3:43 left in the game.
Do you want Gary, did you want the name? Or do you care?
UNB set to give the ball back to Holland College. Good snap.
She's already been contacted.
Nice high end over end punt into the end zone. Scoots right out of the back. That's going to be another point for UNB. So that, if you consider that the UNB punter was just a yard over center field, that's at least a 55, 60-yard punt, and then was able to scoot right out the back of the end zone.
What a big punt. Over the head of the intended receiver.
Our score is Reds 51,
So 2:47 left in the game. Holland College to scrimmage on their own 35-yard line. And we've got more fans in the stands than we had from halftime as opposed to less, with a game that looks like it's fairly decided. So kudos to all the UNB Reds fans that are coming out to see this football contest this afternoon. A little bit of motion to the right-hand side by the Hurricanes. We're setting up for another running play. Big gap in the middle.
Big return, big run.
Number 26, the running back for Holland College, Brennan Rice.
It looks like that was Bragdon on the tackle, I think.
And 10 from their 50-yard line.
And Sean, our musical coordinator, is trying to give a little spirit into Holland College by saying, "Don't stop believing." It's going to be a long journey for them, though. Caught in the backfield. He's still going, and he's down just before the 50-yard line of UNB. Close to a first down, but not quite, I don't think.
Brandon Rice, you see right at the end of this, carry, the ball almost gets knocked out. I think you might see it here. Kind of thought, oh, yeah, see, it almost pokes out there. Bragdon with a good tackle, he puts his head right on the ball.
We've got a UNB player in a little bit of distress right now. That's Lucas Hall. Doesn't look too serious, but looks like he's got a lower leg injury on the left side. Some medical staff coming out here. So as we were talking about from some of the action south of the border, let's do it from top to bottom. Number 1 ranked Texas is playing number 18 ranked Oklahoma. Number 2 ranked Ohio State's taking on number 3 Oregon. So that will be a huge game in the NCAA. Number 4 Penn State taking on USC. Number 5 University of Georgia taking on Mississippi State. Number 7 Alabama, after their crushing defeat against Vanderbilt last week against South Carolina. Number 8 Tennessee versus Florida. Number 9, Ole Miss versus number 13, LSU. And number 10, Clemson taking on Wake Forest. So lots of, for all you NCAA fans, after you've been watching our broadcast, and get on to some of the streaming services and the main broadcaster in the United States to watch some NCAA action after you've looked at this Atlantic football contest.
So fortunately for fans of the broadcast, barring some miraculous developments here, you're going to be watching more UNB at-home games.
Run to the right-hand side. All kinds of territory being taken up by number 26, Brennan Rice.
For a big gain for the Canes in the dying seconds of the fourth quarter here at BMO Center Field.
So Canes was able to make a first down for the Hurricanes on the right-hand side.
But ultimately, I think, like I said, the clock is ticking. Less than 20 seconds here now. UNB is going to win this game by more
Dive
than
play
10
to the
points.
left-hand side. Canes again, huge gain. He's able to make it to the right-hand side and brought down just before he was able to make that dash by UNB number 2, Aaron Hicks. So the Canes in the fourth down are making up for what they missed on the first 3 quarters, but might be a little too late.
Too little, too late. The official just signaled the end of the game, and that is the game. So with a score of 51-2, that is more than the 10 points that the UNB Reds needed. They will be playing St. John in St. John next week, and then we will be back here at BMO Center Field in 2 weeks' time to take on the Hurricanes once again.
So huge result for UNB. Thank you, everybody, for spending time with us on this glorious afternoon. Thank you, Justin. Thank you, everybody at Aurora. Fantastic time. Have yourselves a marvelous Saturday, and we look forward to seeing you for the semifinal that we'll be hosting 2 weeks from now.
And happy Thanksgiving.
And happy Thanksgiving. Take care.